On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Okay, hello friends all over the world, mainly in Las Vegas. Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, kahit anong oras man. Magandang araw sa lahat. My name is Dorothy Tong. Welcome to On the Dot. Unfortunately, our beloved Mia cannot join us today. So, tayo lang. And our very special guest, who is an alumna of On the Dot. She's been here before. And before I bring her in, so I just want to wish Mia, I hope you're doing fine. No? All righty. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So we're going to talk about things to thank for. What are we thankful for? What are we grateful for? And many other things that may be relevant to you. So our guest today, the last Wednesday for On the Dot, for PHLV Radio, at least for us, because we're going on a season break after this. We'll be back next year. Our very special guest joining me today is Christine Azcona. Christine is the president of UP Alumni Association of Houston or in Houston. So she will correct us. UP stands for University of the Philippines. So hello, welcome back, Christine.
Hi, Dot. Thank you for having me again. I really appreciate it. It's always good to talk to you.
Yay.
And I miss Mia. Sending prayers for Mia. Hopefully she gets better soon.
Yes, we're sending you love, Mia. Christine, is it of Houston or in Houston?
In Houston.
In Houston. Okay. Yes. Kami pala sa UP Alumni Association, kami of Nevada kami. So, mga prepositions, no? Lessons natin yan ng English 101.
Because actually in yung ano namin for the registration at the state secretary, actually, we start as University of the Philippines Alumni Association in Texas. So that was down the road from few presidents before me, it became in Houston.
How many UP Alumni Associations are there in Texas?
At the right now, really, the organized one is us. There is a newly formed one in Dallas, and I know that the Houston, San Antonio and Austin communities are trying to form, as well as another one down in the Valley, like in South Rio Grande, Brownsville area. So a couple of alumni actually approached me during our GRC this past October, wanting to join UP Houston in the interim until they form their own organizations wherever they're at. And I believe it's another organization trying to form in El Paso as well. So
Texas is huge.
It's huge. So we have so many UP alumni associations, which hopefully UP Houston can lead the charge and try and organize everybody. I have actually spoken to some alumni in Austin, and I'm trying to help them as well as the president of the Dallas chapter, so we could try and help them organize themselves as well.
Oh, that's very helpful. Yeah. Precious. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we're talking also about, we referenced the Grand Reunion and Convention which happened last month. And PHLV is one of our media partners. And of course, tayo dito sa On The Dot, syempre, UP tayo, mga isko at iska. And this is where your taxes go. Your taxes go to these people or come to us. All right. And then we're giving back to the community. So, ang Grand Reunion and Convention is a gathering of alumni from all over America and outside America. Correct, Christine? Yeah? And Christine
Correct.
here is the co-chair. Is that the correct word? Co-chair. Is it the correct title? For
Yes.
Houston, because Houston was the co-host, was the host chapter. Tama, right?
That's correct.
Right.
Yes.
What are your takeaways from that event, Christine? I was there and it was fun, and it was awkward for me to wear my cowboy outfit. My
It
first time.
it was definitely a learning experience. I mean, throughout the preparation, as any big event, there are always like bumps along the road, but then we also celebrate our successes, whether it's a disagreement between personalities or just opinions. But at the end of the day, we did have a very successful event. And main takeaways was that we're so proud to be UP alumni. And it really motivated a lot of people to give back to the community. And during our event, the gala event, where we invited the Phil-Am community, especially here in the Houston area, they were very impressed by
Mm,
how cohesive we are as alumni. I mean, at our table, the Consul General of Houston from the Philippine Consulate was sitting here, and he's an Atenean. He was one of our
I
speakers.
love
Remember
that. I
that?
love. Tell me about him. What's his name?
And
First of
his
all,
name
what's
is
his name?
Gunther. His name is Gunther Salas. He is the
Gunther Salas.
Salas. Yes,
Salas.
S-A
Okay.
Salas, like Sales,
All right. All
and
right. I
um,
love his speech.
and he's an Atenean,
Yes.
and and he was saying like how he admires um it's aside from us in Houston, UP alumni, the next big chapter of a alumni association is University of St. Thomas, but they're not as big as we are. And so he was saying that how he wished that Ateneo had the same strong alumni association here in Houston, because he couldn't. He was trying to find, okay, who is from Ateneo here, who's from Ateneo. It's very
Okay. Okay.
difficult, and
Uh-huh.
he would say that whenever we talk about universities, it's always UP and the others.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so we would tease him. So you're from the others because you're not UP.
And he
That
was
was
so, yeah, he was so gracious and he was so fun when he said that. And it really made me feel like this is what unity is all about. This is what happens when we all graduate from top universities, and the competition is not about who's the best anymore, but who can help the community, and can we go hand in hand in putting forth our the best that we can offer our fellow men, diba? So for me, that's the it was so touching. I really loved his speech. Can I have a copy of that? Funny.
absolutely, yes, absolutely. We
Did he
actually
give you a copy?
several people have requested a copy of it. So
It's
yes,
so
I can
beautiful. I
forward
love
that.
it.
And that's the other thing too, is because seeing how we were together as a group, as alumni, it inspired collaborations with other
Correct.
communities.
Yeah.
Because even after our event, I was approached by other Phil-Am community leaders here talking about the event and wanting to partner or wanting to collaborate community service or something that we can give back to our countrymen in the Philippines. So that was really, really inspiring.
Yes, that's a true word. That's a correct word for that. Very inspiring. And so, moving forward, tapos na yung GRC. What's next for UPAA Houston?
Well, the one takeaway that I learned there, and which I feel would be one of our big things to happen in 2026, our goals, is to expand our scholarship programs. I
Okay.
personally had spoken a few times with Dr. Joy Cello, UP AAA
Mm-hmm.
Scholarship
Mm-hmm.
Chair, and I spoke with President Alumni Association Bob Aranton and Fernando Sanchez, just finding out different ways, because we are not in lack of donors. It's just a matter of how we can create a robust program with robust reporting. I think that is the key for donors here in the United States. And I think that was also mentioned by Dr. Echeverry, the head of NASA, at that one meeting.
Yes,
the report part. It's because he's right. It's we can get money, we can send money, but we are also bound by guidelines here in the United States, and so that is where the breakdown happens, is the reporting. And so we have I've talked with Dr. Joy, and also same with Bob Aranton, and we're gonna try and come up with something like maybe like a uniform standardized reporting that encompasses all the requirements of the IRS to encourage not just UP alumni but all nonprofit organizations to make their donations back home.
Oh yeah, that is very relevant, because it's not just for UP. You're right. There could be other alumni groups as well, university alumni groups, that are also needing to know what the IRS specs would be. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And once you know that, I hope you can disseminate the information. I don't know how, but that is so precious. Yeah, kasi talaga yung this is where your money goes, diba? This is where your taxes go.
And it also, because I feel like when you have good reporting, it encourages your donors as well to encourage other donors, so you get bigger donations and you have a bigger donor pool when you have proper reporting, because they actually see very clearly and succinctly where their money is going. So
yeah, tama. So that's what's next for you, no? So how long is your term as a president?
It's for 2 years, so my term ends at the end of 2026. So we hold our
December 31st
every November. Yes. And so my goal is by the end of my term, I would have overhauled our scholarship programs here in Houston, so that it will be very organized, and as I turn it over to the next set of officers. So that is my biggest goal for the year coming up.
Did you just start this January of 2025?
Yes.
I see.
So I served on the board since 2019. But as I was actually the treasurer for that period of time, and then this past January started my term as president. Yes.
Okay. All right. So good for you, Christine. So aside from UP, what else do you do? I mean, aside from UPAA Houston, do you join other groups? Are you involved with other groups in the community?
Absolutely. Because by trade, I am a physical therapist, pediatric physical therapist by trade.
Oh, mga bata.
Pediatrics is my specialty. And so as far as other organizations, as far as the PhilAm organizations, I am involved with Gawad Kalinga. Because very near and dear, we have a lot of family friends back home in the Philippines that are big supporters of Gawad Kalinga. And so that's my other organization aside from UP. But aside from that, I do participate in nonprofit organizations here to foster for children with disabilities.
What is that?
And so there are different organizations here where we do fundraisers to provide information or to work in organizations that provide wheelchair accessible vans for children with on wheelchairs. So whether it's doing a 5K or volunteering in a toy drive. And then also apart from that, I do volunteer at a free clinic every few months to provide free physical therapy services for patients who do not have insurance or run out of insurance coverages. Wow. So I do that for them as well as part of my community outreach.
Wow. Whew, that's busy.
It's busy.
You're busy. So how do you balance your family, your home life, your academic and your community life? I mean, not academic, but let's say, UP alumni stuff. How do you balance that? Do you let me guess. Tingnan natin kung kaya ko, ha? Monday, MWF? Parang nung nasa school tayo, MWF, UP AAA. TTH. No, I'm kidding. Of course, that's not possible, Christine. How do you do it?
Well, it's actually takes a village, so to speak. I'm very fortunate that my children are and my husband are very supportive from a very early age. My children are very involved in all UPA Houston events. They know how to man our sari store. They know how to do registration, do all the decorations for the gala, usher people. They're very involved in my activity. So that makes it a little bit easier because it becomes like a family activity.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but aside and then we of course try as much as we can because my children are grown, so they also have their own social lives and whatnot. So sometimes it gets a little tough trying to coordinate schedules, but we try to do as best as we can. Apart from that, I enjoy ballroom dancing. That's my
Oh,
stress relief.
yeah. All right.
um
All right. Your ballroom dancing.
Yes, I
Yes.
do. And then
Yes.
at the event, at the finale dance that I did with President Winston, that
Yeah.
was my dance partner. He an instructor. We had been
All
dancing
right.
together for 17 years.
You have been
So
dancing together for 17 years?
you
You
have
mean
been
you
dancing.
started 17 years ago, or you started even when you were in UP, or what?
Well, when I was in
Dancing.
actually my dancing life started when I was 4. I was actually a classically trained ballerina. So I was dancing ballet up to the time I was in UP.
Ang
I stopped
galing.
dancing. I stopped dancing when I went to PT school, which was my 3rd year, because the workload was just a lot, and there was just no room to do anything else but academics that time. And then when I came to the United States, it was very difficult to find an adult ballet studio for working individuals. The only adult ballet classes were always during the day, so I couldn't find any. And I,
Mm.
by accident, stumbled into this ballroom dancing because they just said like dancing night lessons for adults, and I thought it
Oh,
was
yeah.
ballet. And then when I went in, it was a ballroom dance studio, and so they gave me
So,
a free lesson, and I never left.
so
So
it's a match, right? It doesn't. My children are in choreography. They're with the UP College of Music's dance, no?
yeah,
So you're using different muscles, diba? You're
yes,
trained with classical ballet and you're dancing ballroom, so different muscles, you know.
very
What
much
about
so.
the principles? Are they the same?
Not really.
Not
the
really.
one
Okay.
the one thing that has carried over from my ballet to ballroom is I'm able to spin well, like the turns,
Yes, I
and
saw
for
that.
flexibility and your arm movements. But
Yes.
otherwise, like body weight, where you put your body in space as you do the dance steps is very different. I always get called out for that because you know how ballet you always want to be on your tippy toes or point,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
In ballroom, they want you grounded to the ground. So
Oh,
every
that's the
time I
difference.
go through any kind of coaching, or every time we go in competition, that is always the comment that I get. Stay grounded. You're always up. Stay grounded. Because I'm so
Ay.
used to doing the being up on ballet, and I forget to get down for ballroom. So
Hey, you know what? Wait. That is a very good lesson here. Hold on. In coaching, that is very good. The analogy there. You know, you can go as high as you want in your aims for life, your goals professionally and personally, but you need to stay grounded.
absolutely,
That is also the training that I'm getting from, from coaching. You can dream, you can imagine, you can be unlimited in your goals for life in life, but you need to stay in the here and now. Oh, I love the similarity there.
yep,
Pwede na ako
yep.
mag-dance siguro. My goodness, I have two
Okay.
left feet.
Oh my gosh! Actually, everybody is a dancer. It's just a matter of pulling it out of you.
Thank you. You're giving me so much hope.
It's true.
Next
It's
time,
true.
don't tell me you also sing. Do you also sing?
Absolutely not.
Okay, okay.
That is definitely not one of my talents. My children laugh at me every
Yes.
time I try. If
Yeah, yeah.
okay, let me tell you this. There is
Mm-hmm.
one audience that does appreciate my singing, and those are my patients. They're the only ones that
Oh,
appreciate my singing.
and
But
children, they are very honest. They're very authentic. Children don't lie. When they feel something about, your music, art, or whatever, they're very authentic. They can't pretend.
so
Tama ba?
maybe
Uh-huh.
maybe, but they're the only ones who actually like my singing. So,
Oh,
but
sige,
anyway,
sige.
it's only. Other than that, no, I will never attempt to
You will not
say that
attempt
I can
to.
sing. No, absolutely not.
All right. Anyway, Christine, we do. Were you? Did we pull some card for you the last time you were
Yes, we did.
on?
Did.
You did. We did, right?
Last at the last interview, yes.
Yeah, yeah, last July, I think. So this time I'm doing the angel cards of
Okay.
um what's the name of this person? Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. It's the angel cards. There are 72 cards here. Can you give me a number and maybe I'll get one for you?
Okay. Let me do number 37.
Number 37. Okay, that's a long count. From the top or from the bottom?
From
No
the top.
problem.
From
From the
the top.
top. Okay, I will do that when we take a short break a little later. But for now, so I'll remember the word the number. It's 37. So just a little something, Christine. We're talking fun things here, ballet and dance and ballroom. Today is Thanksgiving season, and not everyone is happy. And you're into physical therapy. I don't know if this is connected, but my connection there would be if the mind is not happy, the body is also not happy. If the thoughts are not positive, the emotions will mirror those thoughts, and the body will mirror. Is that visible or is that palpable in your practice? Do you see such connection in your
Very
practice?
much so. Very much so.
Very much so.
It is very true. I would see it more with my adult population. You could really tell because for children, they, not to say that they don't learn, but it's almost like they don't know any better. Their experience is always positive unless they have a negative experience, so they don't really discern negative, that everything is negative. The
Mm-hmm.
magnitude of what you're saying, I do see it manifested a lot, mostly in my adult
Mm.
patients, because let's say I have five different adults who've all got the same knee surgery. Let's say they had total knee replacement. Their mindset totally affects their recovery period.
Oh, okay. Very good. All right. Go ahead.
Mindset, because when they feel like I can overcome and this is my goal. When I get better, I'll be able to do this. Then they progress so much faster. Or we have someone like, what's the point in me doing this? There's no one there for me, and my what's wrong? My life is not worth living anyway. So what's the point? And you will see the progress that is much slower than one who is motivated to do something. So I agree with you. The mind is a very strong part of our well-being.
Yeah.
So the better,
Uh-huh.
the more peace we have, seeking happiness within ourselves, I
Uh-huh.
think that makes a big difference. And I have told my children this many many times. They laugh at me. I even had a shirt made for them, and it says, I am responsible for my own happiness."
Yes,
because
that's so true.
because when you are happy and you make choices to make you happy, you're a better person, not only for yourself but for the people around you. When you're unhappy inside, it reflects as well. Or when you're stressed, and all these emotions that you feel, it does project itself to the people around you.
Yes, yes, I so believe that because who is it? Many teachers say that like who is the very first person you attack when you attack someone? Yourself. because your thoughts pass through your own brain, through your own body, and the thoughts that you express pass through your own throat and mouth and lips and teeth. So the first who gets to first taste the attack? Who receives the attack? Siyempre, the person who originates the attack thoughts. So, when you think about it, it's so logical. Saan
Yeah.
nanggagaling yan? Galing yan sa akin. Therefore, ako mauuna. I receive it first. That's why, well, not a judgment, but also a judgment. I feel that we get very sick. I used to be very sick, Christine. I can only speak for myself. I used to have all kinds of lower back pain and undiagnosed or cannot be diagnosed mga ang tawag dito, mga shoulder pain, allergies, headaches, rashes,
Oh,
mga
wow.
yung parang nagbe-break out with pus and yellow
Mm.
crust sa skin ko, sa my hairline and sa neck. Now I know because I was such an angry person before, like maybe 20 years ago. I was super angry. I was such a bitch, and people called me bitchy, witchy. Bitch na witch pa. I was so angry, and my body mirrored all that. But later on, when I learned something, you can change your thoughts,
Right.
then my body just healed. I didn't go to any doctor. It just healed. Mga allergies, they just went away. So yeah. So I don't know how it looks like in your therapy with children if there are, say, may mga common illnesses ba ang mga bata? Like, what kind of therapy is that for accidents, for illnesses, or?
Most of the children that I see are children that have neurological disorders, genetic disorders. So you
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophies, birth defects. It's very uncanny, actually. I say this a lot. I mean, I have been a physical therapist for 38 years, and a lot of the pediatric diseases that I see now, most of them are, especially the congenital ones, um, have did not even exist when I did in PT school. Like these things I learn as I get them referred to me, because there could be have this chromosomal abnormalities are very common these days, and it's probably due to the environment, to our nutrition. I mean, it's just a lot of different things, because like, oh, this kid has this and this chromosomal abnormality, and there's only 50 of them in the whole world. I mean, and it's just very common nowadays, and these things sometimes have genetic traits in them that is passed on through generations. And it's very, so for these children, it's very, the challenge is because a lot of them are not able to communicate. And so trying to train them or teach them developmental skills while trying to be very cognizant of how they're feeling, that you're not hurting them, that you're able to communicate and instruct them properly, is always a challenge.
Okay.
But on the flip side, and I always tell this to people, I like working with children because I get paid to play every day. I play games with these
Oh, I
kids
love
every day.
that.
I'm on the
Yeah.
floor. I roll around with them. We teach them how to ride bikes. You teach them how to walk, jump, kick a ball. I mean, we're playing every day as part of their therapy. It's
Yeah.
not always easy. It can get challenging, especially for the kids that are in the autistic spectrum, just because of their behaviors. But it, for the most part, I play every day.
I love that. I love that. It reminds me of when I was a preschool teacher.
There you go.
Yeah, like it's like 8 hours a day of laughing with children and seeing their eyes glow when they learn something new, and feeling the burst of pride once they like when they pour something from a pitcher to a cup and they do it successfully. These things we take for granted using our hands. I feel maybe you experience that as well.
Oh yes,
The
I do experience.
successes. Yeah.
The beauty about the pediatric population that I like is because I get to carry them throughout until the very end.
Oh,
I will
okay.
just give you one example. I saw a set of triplets. They were born at 22, 23 weeks, barely a pound each. And there were two boys and a girl. And I saw they were, of course, in the neonatal ICU for about 5 months. And then I saw them as soon as they got home at 6 months. I was their home health physical therapist. And one of the baby girls, I saw them for 14 years. And now she is in the color guard of her high school, like participating like people mainstream as if nothing happened to her. But when I first got
Wow.
her, she couldn't eat, even sit on her own. She couldn't eat. She had the oxygen. She had a button in her stomach because she couldn't eat through her mouth. I mean, just a lot of challenges. And now 14 years later, there she is. It is something to behold, really.
So rewarding, no?
Absolutely.
I feel like that is a very good source of gratitude for you to see people blooming, children blooming and healing and growing, and you've been there. I feel
Yes, I
that's
was out the journey. That's for sure. That is
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I mean,
That triggers my teacher's heart.
that's right.
Oh my goodness. Let's take a very short break, Christine. And I want to thank our long term, forever sponsor, Mia Compass Realty, for being our sponsor on the dot for a long, long time. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.
Hello again. Welcome back to On the Dot. And we're having a nice conversation with Christine Azcona, the president of UPAA in Houston. All right. So On the Dot is partnering with University of the Philippines Alumni Association of Nevada and PHLB Radio, of course. And we want to say hi to our very loyal, very faithful Adele Ordinario. Adele, thank you for staying with us all these years. And I'm going to get a card for you, Adele, as a Thanksgiving gift. All right. So earlier we got a card for you, Christine, number 37, you said. So are you ready for your card?
Yes.
All right. So it says here, I don't know if you can read that.
Not really.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this. We're gonna flash this. It says, "Listen to your intuition and have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting." Nice card, huh? It's the High Priestess and the Archangel Haniel. I didn't even know that there's such an angel named Haniel or Haniel. Okay, yeah, the High Priestess. You drew this card because the answers you seek lie in your feelings and emotions. We were just talking about that earlier.
I know, right? It's so serendipitous. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Trust your intuition and the power of your natural psychic ability. Psychic ka ba? Do you have those experiences?
My daughter and I, my second daughter and I, we I don't really know if you would call that psychic, but we're very sensitive.
Can you communicate with your minds?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very much so. We can
All right.
communicate with our minds. And we're very sensitive to spirits around
Oh,
us.
yes, you are psychic.
We are very
So,
sensitive. Like my mother-in-law, for instance, she smokes a very specific brand of cigarettes,
mhm.
and I feel a presence, and then I smell it, but no one else in the house smells it.
Oh,
But I know it's
galing.
there. I know it's there, and I
Yes,
feel the
yes.
presence. Yes.
There's a word for that. It's not clairsentience. It's olfactory. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know the word. I forgot the word. So,
Look it up.
also, yeah. Also, pay attention to your dreams and any intuitive messages you receive, as they are accurately guiding you. So, dreams and intuitive messages. There's no need to race into action right now. I think you're asked to just stand down. Instead, take time to gain more insight, since things may not be as they appear on the surface. Oh, parang para din sa akin. Things may not be as they appear on the surface. Withdraw from the noise of daily life and ask for guidance from your angels and guides. Do you believe in angels?
I do.
Yeah. Everything you need to know will be revealed to you in time. Just have patience. Additional meanings of this card: silence is golden. Study spiritual topics, keep your dreams and desires to yourself, learn from emotional situations. Archangel Haniel is a goddess-like angel of grace and feminine spirituality, such as intuition and clairvoyance. Like a true high priestess, Hania will act as your spiritual teacher and advisor to aid you in discerning which feelings and ideas to follow as trustworthy guidance. Call upon Haniel to increase your clarity in connecting with the angels. It's, I love it.
It's very um it's very apt for the conversation we had earlier.
Yes, yes. Tsaka, silence. I just came from a silent retreat, which I conducted in Orange County, and want to shout out to Zoila Thalifdin and Antoinette Benitez. It's so golden, really, to just keep silent.
You should
And
send me an invitation next time you have a retreat.
all right, but this was in yeah, we should do that. We should have some retreat, no? Maganda din. I love your message, Christine, because sometimes, like this season of Thanksgiving, sometimes we're just called to rest our thoughts and our words, to just rest in grace and to just appreciate what we have in silence or maybe in some words and all that. How does this card resonate with you?
It does. For Thanksgiving, I think it kind of gives you the opportunity to reflect on things that are most important. A lot of though throughout our daily lives there is a lot of struggle one way or another. I mean, some things happen that we don't expect, or whatever the case might be. But taking the time to step back away from the noise and really reflect on it more often than not will even give you better inner peace, and be able to really guide you to make the best decision for yourself. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times when there's a lot of noise and you have a knee-jerk reaction, which is, we are all humans and we tend to react, for some things that may or may not be to our liking. But if we take a step back, we will find that um, sometimes we chastise our own selves even and say that, man, that was a too strong reaction. When you step back and think about it, you can be able to think more clearly, um, make better and balanced decisions, and
Mhm.
think
Mm.
before you act. Really, it's more of like giving you that opportunity to do that, which is
Yeah,
exactly what the card said. Like, you have to
exactly as the card says.
before you act.
Yes, yes. To listen inward, to listen to the intuition, the message inside. Because if we're too noisy, if our mouths are talking, we can't hear what's going on inside. And usually, spirit talks to us through our heart, our intuition. I love that. I believe that's also relevant for me because, I would rather be quiet. Sabi nga ni ng isang coach, si Lisa Natoli, she says, let chaos be chaos. Let chaos be chaos.
Yeah, yeah.
And observe and stay back. And you are not the savior all the time. If nobody's asking for your help and your opinion, relax. It's a good time to hibernate. Palapit na, papasok ng winter, so we hibernate. The leaves are falling. The trees are, recalibrating themselves. The stars are aligning. Yung mga ganon. Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I want to give a card to before we move further, Tin, for Adele. My gift for you, Adele. It says Ace of Fire. You are going to have an exciting new opportunity, Adele, and perhaps a career advancement or something professional. So get ready for your life change now. Uy, ganling nito, lalaki, Ace of Fire. So fire is passion, and it's about your what excites you professionally. So that's for you, Adele. Get ready for your life change now. All right. So moving forward, Tin, a few things that you're thankful for, and maybe we could wrap it up. And I'd like to thank mention a few gratitude items myself. And while you're talking, I'm going to show my gratitude jar. I'm going to take my gratitude jar and show it to the audience after your talk. So go ahead, Tin. Tell us what you have in store. What are you grateful for?
Right. Well, first and foremost, for myself, I am grateful for my health, that I am still able to do what I do, work with the kids that I work with, and to provide for my family. I am grateful for my family because without them, then no man is an island. I do what I do for them, and I am very grateful that they are with me. They are healthy, and as a proud mom, that I really have very good kids that are balanced, grounded, and humble, hardworking children. I could not ask for any more from that. And of course, the relationships that I have, like with you, Dot. I mean, we are a new friendship, but I cherish it very deeply, and I look forward to building this relationship with you, as well as the other relationships I had formed, throughout the last year, the last months, and creating that community of service to others and just spreading kindness. That is really it. I always tell my children, this is my other favorite children quote: have the courage to be kind, because it's not always easy to be kind.
Have the courage to be kind. Have the courage always. Did you say always?
Just have the courage to be kind.
Have the courage to be kind. Oh my God, I love that. You know what? We always have a quote at the end of the show, pero wala si Mia, and you're supplying the quote. How cool is that? Mia. And the chat, Mia. Sabi niya, have the courage to be kind. And that is such a beautiful quote to close our show. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I cherish this opportunity to listen to people's stories, Christine, for 5 years, almost 5 years now. 5 years, actually, last November 17th.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
5 years na on the dot. And we have had around maybe 69 or 68 UP alumni telling
Wow.
their stories here at On the Dot. Thank you to PHLV Radio. Kuya Yo, thank you so much for being at the platform, for holding space for us as we hold space for positivity and possibilities here sa On the Dot. Thank you to the Film community. I'm grateful for this community that nourishes each one. You know, kung ano mang passion mo, sports, music, consular outreach. Andyan ang Phil community. And I'm very grateful for relationships to Christine. Above all else, you know, for me, I was just discussing with my husband John earlier. In the army, it's the mission that is paramount. Mission above individuals. For me, I'm not in the army. For me, it's people. People matter more than whatever dogma, philosophy, principle, mission, or tradition, whatever. Because in the end, it's people, it's a person, it's your loved one who will hold your hand.
That's right.
Right? Yeah. Maybe you have a wall full of certificates of appreciation and achievements, but you're not gonna cradle and hug your certificates at the end of your life. Oh, thank you, certificate. I love you so much. You don't do that. It's your
Absolutely.
children, it's your family that you're thankful for. It's your dog that you want to hug at the end of the day. So for me, it's people that really matter. And I'm very grateful for people sent by God my way. Like you know, like
Oh,
people we host here. Mia, I cherish your friendship. And so I'm sharing with you my gratitude jar. Look how big it is.
wow.
Cheers. So if you want to do this practice, I take a no, I mean I have a collection of yung mga junk mail tin. The
Hmm.
junk mails, I have time to cut them into
Oh, wow.
rounded. I want them rounded on the edge para walang sharp edges because my
Uh-huh.
gratitude is soft.
Yeah.
And then I just write every day one thing every day, one or five things, whatever I can fill in these pieces of paper. And I have all of them. This is from January 1st
Oh,
up
wow.
to today.
That's awesome.
It's every day. It has become a habit. And I've been doing this since 2015. So 10 years.
Wow.
So parang ano ito, parang uh, what do you call that? Those pieces of paper, confetti.
Confetti. Yes.
It's gonna be confetti at the end of my life. Like, hey, hey, these are things I'm so grateful for. Whatever it is on the day that I can think of, sinusulat ko yan.
Great.
So you cannot be anxious and grateful at the same time. So I choose gratitude. So
That's
this
right.
Thanksgiving, I'm so grateful that you are our special guest today, Christine, on behalf of my partner Mia. I'm grateful that our conversation today is more about the good things in life. Because there can be super bad things, you know? There can be typhoons and floods and people fighting, but we can find time to thank the good things.
That's
Yeah.
right. I mean, no matter how dark or dim a situation is, you can always find a silver lining. So you
Right.
just have to be patient and just have the perseverance, and you will find it.
Yep. Yep. And ask the good Lord to, dear God, help me see what to be thankful for today. Today I'm thankful for my tea.
There you go.
Nothing else, you know. I'm thankful that I have some tea. Yeah. The
Oh,
little
that's
things.
for sure.
Right. And so, time for us to say our goodbyes, Christine. Is there anything else you would like to tell anybody, or you want to shout out to anyone? Birthdays, anniversaries?
Well, I just want to thank you, Dot, for giving me this opportunity. It's always great to have this conversation of sharing, and hopefully your audience may pick up on one or two things that we have discussed that could be relevant to their lives, and maybe pick up some lessons here and there that we have learned and discussed throughout this conversation. And I just want to wish your show more power. Continue doing what you're doing, because it does spread goodness and hope to the people,
Yes.
especially in the film community. So thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much to Christine. And advance Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone, because we will be taking a season break on the dot when we will be back next year. But you will be seeing replays, reruns, the best that Kuya Yo will be picking for you. So thank you so much, dear friends. And we love you and we thank you. Christine, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Have a great life. Bye.
Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.